Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting our playthrough of the Boogie Man, which I'm very excited about. The Boogie Man is the third game in the Strangemen series, so we are more than halfway done. Yippee! Yeah, to be honest, Crooked Man's always gonna be my favorite in the series because of nostalgia reasons, but the Boogie Man is if I was not factoring in nostalgia, the Boogie Man's my favorite in the series. This game is incredibly well written. It's so we'll just get into it and you'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. So, and yes, as I mentioned previously, this game is voice acted, so we're gonna get the full VA, so I don't need to read all of the lines in different voices, and hopefully that saves my voice a little and you guys are more engaged because we get to hear all these amazing voice actors. I'm really excited. Yeah. One of my favorite YouTubers that I didn't really base my content off of him because that wouldn't be very fun. But I did really love his content, and he was one of the people that I watched that made me want to be a content creator, was Manly Badass Hero, and he actually is a voice actor in this game. So I'm very excited to point him out to everybody. But yeah, let's watch.
Your phone. Your phone's ringing. Are you asleep?
My boy!
No. I was just thinking.
About what, sir?
How's the suspect doing?
Still not out yet. It's been 3 hours, so I'm sure he'll be here soon. But man...
Casual cop stakeout.
Really not gonna answer?
I'll call back later.
Man, Keith, do you ever answer your calls? Anderson was groaning about it, wondering what's even the point in calling you.
It's for fashion. I don't answer this phone.
Sir, he's coming out.
Please.
Uh-oh.
What?
He's got a woman behind him. I think she came in after. You think she's with him? This isn't good. Won't be able to arrest a guy like this.
Let's go. Tell Squad B and C. We'll get him in that alley up ahead.
Hold on a second, sir. She might be a civilian. We should really wait until he's alone.
And are you going to take responsibility if he kills her? Come on.
Eric's obviously the subordinate. He's obviously been at this for a while.
Police tyranny strikes again. The cold, ruthless detective shoots down yet another criminal. Civilian woman forever traumatized.
This is him, guys. This is Manly Badass Hero. This is my boy. I was so excited. Literally, if I had been a voice actor when this game had come out, I was kind of into it, but I didn't have the equipment or anything that I would be able to use to record for a game like this, but I would have been stoked to work on this project. But alas, it came after my time, but I'm still really excited to hear. Oh my god. Yeah, anyways. If you guys haven't watched Manly Badass Hero, you should. Just I haven't watched his content in a while, but I really liked his older stuff around when these games were coming out and stuff like that. So yeah, plug for him because he's great.
We tried to ask Keith Baring, the detective responsible, to shed us some more light. But he stood at the station entrance, smoking a cigarette, and told us this. The visitor's entrance is that way. Seems that he sees truth seekers like us as unwanted guests. Well, what do you know? Doesn't say a word about the criminal, nor that the woman was a prostitute, or how we took some injuries of our own in the gunfight.
When does the media ever tell the full truth, though? Come on now, Dick.
Reporters, am I right?
I can read gossip myself. I don't need you reading it out loud.
Keith, you're a real hit with these guys. This is the 4th article by my count. I'm jealous.
I would be too. 4 articles, where's mine?
Just tell me what you called me in for.
Even if all press is good press, even if it's all negative.
I've got good news. I'm giving you a vacation. A month, in fact.
He's gotta clean up your mess, bro.
Not a chance. This is no time to rest. There's too much I need to do.
You've got a good lackey, right? Leave it to him. And stretch your wings a bit.
Dick, I'm telling you, there's no way.
I'm ordering you as your superior. If you don't want to travel, consider it house arrest instead.
I mean, at least he's honest.
You aren't fit to bear the brunt of the media. I can handle the rest real well. So, go on, take a break from the crime scene. Hey, but I didn't say you have to twiddle your thumbs at home for a month, right? Here's a little present. There's this old castle they're promoting as a tourist spot. There's a sort of test run tour 2 weeks from now. Truth is, me and the wife were gonna go, but I say you do it. How many years has it been for you two? Helena will be ecstatic. Now, put down the gun and the notebook. We'll need them on vacation, right?
I suppose. But knowing the history
Go
of
home
the
for today.
series,
You can
maybe
hand
it would
over
be
your
better
work
if I
tomorrow.
took the gun with me.
Just one thing. Enough of the blaring music. You can hear it in the hallway.
I love Keith because he's such a fucking smartass. Like, even in the dry way that he is, like, he always has to get the last fucking word in. Like, okay, bro. Pop off, my king.
Welcome home. How was work?
I love her. She's so cute.
Same as usual.
You look tired. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh yes, I get a fantastic present from Mr. Anderson's wife.
Look how, like,
Look
look
at
how
these.
small.
Her invitations. A 3-day stay at an old castle. Won't that be wonderful?
Look how small she is compared to him. She is so cute, guys. I love her so much. Oh my god.
Dick already told me. Gave me some time off for it too.
Well, if you aren't too tired, I'd like to go myself. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm
If you're
coming.
going, then I'm going. I'll tell our travel agent.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks, honey. I can't wait.
Don't look at the
I've got
warnings
some
at the
work
front
to
of the
take care
game. Like,
Go to bed without me. Night.
Good night.
sense in a little bit of tension. I'm not even gonna pretend like guys, out of all of the Strangemen series games, I played this one the most frequently. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. I actually already have like my video of all of the endings done for this game. Like, I've played because I played it so many times.
Ah, the bearings? I've been waiting for you. I'm Stevie Small, the tour conductor. I'll be your guide for this tour.
Like, this is one of those games because this game has like 5 different endings, and there is like extensive checkpoints for this game. Like, you actually have to do a lot of things to get like the true ending, and like you have to not do certain things to get like all the different endings. So it's actually like it's an investment of your time to get all the endings. But I've seen all of them so many times, and every single time I log into this game, I'm always like, no, I have to get all the endings. But that's why I recorded them all, because now I have a video of all of the endings. So if I ever want to watch them again, I don't have to replay the whole game if I don't want to. I just have them, and that's why I did it. And then I figured that if I'm like that, there must be somebody else out there who also feels that way. So I was just like, cool, I'll just do a video for it. And bada bing, bada boom. It's for me and for everyone.
Thanks.
Now that you two are here, all the attendees are present. Please come aboard. We'll be leaving in roughly 30 minutes.
Yes, all right. We're taking out a boat.
Wow, what a ship! The 5-hour trip to the island should go by in no time. I'm going to go introduce myself to the others. What about you?
I'll head out later. You go on ahead.
We can nobody
Alright.
no one can see us in public. Nobody can know that we're a married couple. All right. But now I'll go out. Oh,
Don't just swing the door open like that. Be more careful.
Try looking where you're going before you start yelling at people, young lady.
guys, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Maybe you should look where you're going yourself, old man.
Nasty tongue on you, huh?
You bet. I was born with it.
She was not. She grew into that.
Hey now, Sophie, what are you doing?
This guy almost swung the door right into my face, Papa.
You said something rude to him, didn't you? Come now, apologize.
But, Papa...
Sophie?
I'm sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. Old man.
That's my girl!
Come on, Papa, let's get some ice cream at the lounge.
My apologies for that.
Is she your daughter?
Yes, she's my one and only precious.
I'm so happy that they're getting along
Full of
now.
energy, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. She's very excited for the trip today. I'm glad we could go.
Excitement is one thing, but you should try to get her to stop yelling at people over a little near collision. If she talked to the wrong guy, it could be trouble.
You're very right. But I think it's much better than keeping all her dissatisfaction to herself. I'm Richard Grundler. That was my daughter, Sophie. Glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Richard. Also, guys, Winter Johnson is the voice actor for Richard, and he's perfect for this role. His voice is so soothing and just like fatherly, and I love it. I love all the voice actors for this game.
Keith Berry.
Did you come alone?
With my wife.
No, with my wife.
Oh, wonderful. I hope we both have a great trip. Well, excuse me.
Okay, and I did want to talk about. Oh well, first I want to save actually. I wanted to talk about a little bit about Sophie because I can now that she's been introduced. So as I mentioned, I did not play this game at its release. I did play Hangman on release, but for this one, I did play it very close to release, and I did follow up with a lot of like what people were saying in like community forums and stuff like that. And I remember a lot of people being like, and again, maybe it's just vocal minority. I'm not going to say that it was like, oh, like a lot of people. Because, like, you know, people who have something bad to say are typically louder than people who, like, liked it. But...
Ice cream. Papa, let me have a bite.
My girl. But, like, a lot of people said that they were confused about the timeline of Boogie Man because they were like, why is Sophie acting like a child, right? Like, they thought it took place before Sandman because of the way Sophie was acting and the way her voice sounded. But in my opinion, not only her voice is the same in Sandman when she's praying as it is in this one. So like obviously the voice actress Chocolate, like she could do like the more serious Sophie that people like wanted. But at the same time, like Sophie's entire arc in Sandman is about not growing up too quickly and enjoying childhood and like being able to be a kid. Because like Sophie's entire problem was like she refused to stand up for herself, and she refused to say anything to anyone to the point where she developed insomnia and she was just unhappy and just suffering. So the fact that like she's gotten over that and now she is acting like a child again is like, it's like she's healing. She's healing. Like that, it makes sense for her character at this point in time to be that way. And I really like that by the time you see Hangman, I'll talk about it in Hangman too, like she's balanced out to being like, she is still this like bubbly kid, but she also has like that maturity that she had. So like, I think Sophie's character arc is very strong, and I disagrey with the fact that she shouldn't be acting childish in this game. I think it makes so much sense based off the continuation, which is why it is as it is. But yeah, anyways, let's watch more of the game.
Here you are. But don't put on too many pounds, all right?
I can exercise it off. I'm fine.
That's my girl. I'm glad she gets to eat ice cream. I don't know why I keep saving. Nothing happens, but I'm just scared. That's my wife and Shirley, guys!
Keith, this is Shirley.
Keith, nice to meet you.
I'm Shirley Weber. Same.
I love her.
She came here with her husband.
Her husband?
Yes. Where is he now?
He's my favorite. Like, no question. David's my boy. He's my favorite character.
He told me he went to take a smoke, so he might be up on the deck. Hey, what's
She's
with the
so
suit?
beautiful.
You're on vacation, you know. Oh, let me guess. You're with the Men in Black?
Sorry, but I don't have sunglasses. Or a neuralizer.
Too bad. Well, let's enjoy our trip, shall we?
We shall.
The tea here is delicious.
You like tea?
Absolutely. What about you?
Sorry, I can't stand the stuff.
I used to be a tea hater, and now I actually do really like it, but only like in the winter. Like, I'm not a big tea person all year around. They're drinking tea. Alright, let's go see. We'll save David for last. Let's go to this deck.
Keith Baring. Who could have guessed I'd be graced by the presence of the tabloid star?
This is my favorite character that only shows up in one game. This is him.
I'm Lance Canal. So what brings you here? Murder on the ship?
He has my favorite voice out of everyone, like everyone in the series, like his voice actor, like just really understood his character, and it really shows in like all of his delivery and stuff like that, and it's great. And also I love that his name is Lance, because every time I think of Keith and Lance I think of Voltron, so
Are you gonna cause one yourself, detective?
I resent that accusation.
Must have a lot of time on your hands to read all those tabloids.
Don't say that. These tabloids who rag on you come from the same publisher I work for. That's all it is. I'm here to take pictures. Heard there was a new tourist trap opening. They invited me here for publicity.
You
Photographer.
Don't you worry. I don't take pictures for any of those sleazy magazines. I'm just a photographer for a humble travel magazine. Not like I'm one of those paparazzi guys.
Not me. I would never be a
Don't have to
paparazzi
take
guy.
pictures to get material. I can make some good money passing things on to my gossip writing colleagues.
That seems like a threat.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I'll be watching, detective.
Detective.
What, detective? Want to take a commemorative photo? Sorry, but I'm busy snapping the scenery. Bother somebody else.
But I want to bother you, Lance. You're my I want to bother you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Need a light?
I freaked, guys. When this line first happened and I heard David's voice for the first time, I freaked. I was like, he sounds exactly what I expected him to sound like.
Thanks.
He's so helpful. Like, oh, that's my boy.
Nice weather today, don't you agree?
Sure is.
To tell you the truth, it's my first time traveling on a ship, and it's really exciting for me. I'm just glad it's so nice out. Certainly wouldn't be out smoking on the deck here if it were raining.
You bet.
Keith Baring, detective.
David Hoover. Detective, huh? Very cool. I always like to watch those police dramas. But why the suit?
Old habits. Never been on a ship except for the job.
He looks very
Did you come
professional.
No, I came with my wife. I was going to invite some friends along, another couple, but the husband ended up in the hospital.
I think y'all can guess who that is.
Came down with something?
He ruined his stomach from eating too many chili dogs. Always been kind of a moron. So I invited another girl and her father. They were always saying they didn't get to go on vacation often.
The Grundlers?
Right. They were both really pleased. I'm glad I invited them. Too bad about my friends, though.
Enjoy yourself in their place, then.
Yep, that's the plan.
Paul would eat crazy amount of chili dogs and just shit himself to death. Like, that's classic Paul.
Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that. It's fantastic.
It really is. I can't wait to take a look inside.
Man, it's like the kind of place there'd be a murder case on an old cop show.
Oh, stop being such an oddball.
Rip David. He was foreshadowing and Shirley did not like that.
Oh, I get it. You're telling us we have to camp out in front for this tour.
That's odd. I'm sure I told him when we'd arrive. Hold on a moment. Hello? It's Stevie from NA Travel. Hello? Brendan, are you there?
I wouldn't really imagine a castle having a doorbell. But maybe that's just me.
Okay, they're here. Is everybody ready? Nigel, your tie's crooked. Fix it. Mitch, your hair's a mess. Matt, your glasses, well, they're still lame.
No, Rip Matt.
The guests. Welcome, welcome. I've been waiting for you. I'm Brendan Dumont, the proprietor of this castle.
Bro, I was wondering if the guy that the glasses had on was the same glasses the guy in Sophie's game had on, where she also called them lame. Those glasses cannot catch a fucking break, dog. But also Brendan with his little jaunty cap.
Stevie, I thought you'd never come. Thanks for leading them here.
And thank you for showing up, Brendan. I was worried you weren't here. Oh, I should introduce the...
No need.
There's no need, Stevie. I'm already well aware of our guests. Mr. Lance, the Grundlers, Mr. David, and Mrs. Shirley. And last but not least, the Barings. So you came instead of the Andersons. What a delight!
Young guy, you take care of this place all by yourself?
Yes, that's right. You must be tired from that long boat ride. I'll lead you to your rooms inside.
God bless you.
It'll be a while until dinner, so make yourself at home.
Thank you. All right.
Keith, look.
I hate when people
The view is
smoke
so
in the house.
Wonderful from here. It's like we're back in Europe. You remember when we went to France and you...
Are you going to answer
Shouldn't
that?
you answer that?
It's Eric, no doubt. I'll call him back later.
Phone adverse.
I wonder what the others are up to. I'll go take a look.
Wanna come?
Are you coming, honey?
Not right now. Later.
Bro, she wants you to come with her so bad. Just go with her, please, dog. I understand y'all got shit to work through, but please, just go with her. Oh, somebody's... He got nameplates for them and everything? That's crazy. Like, look at that. It says, like, their names. I can't go in their rooms. Too bad. I really wanted to snoop. Is this the front entrance? Yeah. Alright, and where are my little pookies? Dining hall, okay. They must all be upstairs then. Locked. There's my girl.
Wow, even this hall is huge. You could hold a dance here.
Now that would be nice. Perhaps we should have brought some nice dresses for you.
The dress she's in is honestly really cute, so...
Hey, Lance, take a picture of me and Papa, will you?
Huh? Sorry, I don't do people. Ask a friend if you want a photo, Missy.
Cheapo.
You weren't offering to pay, it's not cheap. Hi, Lance.
Yo, detective, out of the frame. I got a job to do here, you know?
I just want to bother you, though.
Sure are enthusiastic about your work.
Lance seems like the workaholic type. Like, he definitely, like Keith is as well, so he probably, they're kindred spirits like that.
Don't need any pics of you. Thought I told you I'm not a gossip kind of guy.
Alright.
This really is quite the impressive castle. No doubt it'll draw many tourists once it's opened up. Why, I could even see it being used as a movie set.
That'd be cool.
What is it, Mr. Keith?
Don't play around on the stairs like that. You'll trip and fall.
Oh, thanks for the concern. Not to worry, old man. I won't cause you any trouble.
That'd be appreciated, young lady.
I love... See, okay, that's the other thing, too. His snark is just so like, he's calling her young lady because she's calling him old. Like, he's making a point to be like, you're our baby. Like... Ah! I love him. Hello, guy playing the piano. He's playing piano. Good to know. That's some Lee Everett type commentary right there.
The plan is to tour the castle in the morning, then go around town in the afternoon. The car will be here to pick us up at 1.
Ah, so what time does that make lunch?
12 seems good to me.
All right, I'll tell the employees.
Aw, discussing travel
Hi,
plans?
Mr. Baring. Are you enjoying yourself? Take a look anywhere. I don't mind. I know. It's a terribly large place.
Oh, Mr. Baring, here's the menu for dinner tonight. Anything that needs changing? Any allergies?
My wife won't eat meat. Can you change the main course?
Understood. I'll tell the cook. Will she be alright with fish?
Sure.
Pescatarian queen.
And how about dessert? You have your choice of cheesecake, grass jelly, or creme brulee.
Creme brulee. I literally just made creme brulee. Like, I'm waiting for it to set in the fridge so I can eat it. Because I fuck with that shit. But, like, it's gotta set. So that's why I'm recording while I wait. Because I gotta fill the time, you know? But I forgot my point. I was just really excited because I mentioned creme brulee.
What kind of cheesecake is it?
Rare.
What's a rare cheesecake?
She would have liked a baked one.
Like not
Make it
cooked?
creme brulee then. And tea for after the meal. Chamomile if you can. I'll have the same.
I want to look up what a rare cheesecake is. 1 second. Ah!
Certainly, sir. You know your wife's tastes so well. Personally, I'm so forgetful. The other day, I brought some Casablancas home for her, and she told me she hated them.
Oh, yeah, rare is no bake. Okay. Casablancas.
Just have to remember every little detail for next time.
Okay, but like, I understand being, like, forgetful for some stuff, but at the same time, if you've been living with this person for, like, years upon years, like, probably close to a decade for Keith and Helena, like, you would know by then, like, a lot of their tastes and stuff and, like, what they
Absolutely.
like to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would be weird to not know.
Lost again.
That's my goat, guys.
You're awful at this. It's getting a bit boring.
No, you're just too good. Your poker face especially.
Yeah, it probably doesn't help that you're grinning or grimacing at every hand. Am I right or what, Helena?
It's really quite cute, though.
Dude.
Would you like to play, Keith?
I'll pass.
Too bad. I have a feeling you're great at poker.
I would not be caught dead doing anything with my wife, apparently. Hi, David.
I just can't win. Glad we're not betting any money.
That's because you're too honest, my guy.
How about playing poker with us, honey?
Nah, I'm fine.
Alright. Hanging out at the castle. Speak to all the characters before the event in the study. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go to the study next. Thank you, achievements! Telling me where to go. I already knew that. Like I said, I know this game like the back of my hand. The history of Castle Livingstone. The history of the castle begins with a tyrant from another land who came here to conquer. He brought architects from his homeland to mimic its design and used fear to coerce the land's natives into doing his bidding. With their assistance, the castle was completed in a year I can't read. This tyrant, Castle Livingstone, invited his family to live in the castle, but the natives to work set the natives to work as farmers and established dominion over the land. It was his despicable treatment of the natives that solidified his reputation as a tyrant. The natives had long been fair farmers on the land before his arrival, but Livingstone sought to take riches from the exports of corn, and so ordered the natives to expand their farmlands. To ensure that none would defy him, he kept family members in the castle as hostages. Oh my god! Ultimately repurposing them as servants. That's fucked up. Were made to speak their language. This is obviously based off of indigenous people, because like residential schools and everything. If ever a thing did not please Livingstone, he would subject the natives to hard labor, torture them, and kill them to raise his spirits. One man was said to have been cut in twain with a giant blade, sewn back together, and displayed as a scarecrow in the fields. A parent and child were said to have been pushed onto a bed of spikes and pierced through the heart. Their corpses left to rot for a month. One woman was said to have been burned alive before her husband's eyes. It is thought these horrible deeds were not only intended as cruel punishment towards the natives, he also simply delighted in watching people despair over losing those they held most dear. Even after Constance's death, his descendants followed in his footsteps, bringing suffering to more I can't read. Well,
Oh, what a surprise. So this is where you were.
I was going to say, National Truth and Reconciliation Day is a thing here in Canada in September. I don't know if it's a thing anywhere else besides Canada. I feel like it's just a Canada thing, though, because we were the ones... We weren't the only ones. It was like a North America thing, but like we had like the residential schools, and they ended like actually very like you would think that shit, because it was despicable. Like they were treating indigenous children like terribly. They were forcing them, from their families to, all of us. Like, I'm not gonna like get too much into it because I don't like actually know as much as I should about it, considering it's an important part of our history. But yeah, this is obviously based off of indigenous people, which is, it's sad what happened to them. But all we can do is educate ourselves and try to preserve their history. Anyways, Brandon.
Sorry for wandering in here.
It's open for a reason.
Oh, no, I don't mind. Such a large study, isn't it? I used to play hide and seek in here as a kid, and my dad always told me off.
Bro, where were you hiding in here? Like under the
Some
desk?
piled
Like there's
old
nowhere to
precious
hide.
Books too. Unfortunately, I don't really know how much they're worth.
Is that book about the history of the castle?
Ah, you've been doing some reading. A very disturbing history, isn't it?
Sounds like it, yeah.
The former lord of the castle was quite a tyrant. He severely taxed the islanders, and persecuted anyone who rebelled. There are many odd rooms in this castle, actually. I'm sure they were used for punishment. But you'll be toured through them tomorrow, so...
You said you managed this place yourself. Must be hard.
Bro, my boy Keith is the king of side-eye. Look at this side-eye he is giving, like, Do I have my cursor? Look at this side eye he is giving Brandon right now. Like, okay.
Well, only as of late. I went to film school, actually, and did some work in Hollywood. It wasn't too
That's
long
quite a
ago I
ways away.
returned here. After my parents' death, I inherited the property, you see. Yes, it's a hard job to do alone, especially with all those strange rooms, so I thought I'd promote this place as a tourist destination. I'm not too interested in the castle myself. I'd hate to live out the rest of my days in a deserted place like this. This tour is kind of a test drive, you might say, and Stevie has been a great help with everything.
Stevie seems very helpful, but also it's weird to me that I don't know if that would be a popular tourist spot, like a tyrant's castle. You know what I'm saying?
No need to worry. I'm sure it'll be a hit soon.
Most of the time, places that have the history like that are demolished, not really promoted.
Oh, I do hope you're right. Say, Mr. Baring, you're a detective, right? That's so neat. I love police dramas, and I watch Law & Order all the time.
Law and Order!
Sorry, but it's not a pretty job.
Well, in the eyes of an ordinary citizen who blends into the crowd, I think it's swell. I'm jealous.
Hell, I'm jealous that you own a castle. Must attract a lot of girls.
I don't think so.
I wish it would. I'd love to meet a wonderful woman like you have. Well, if you'll excuse me.
I wonder how that comes up in conversation, though. Like, hi, my name's Brandon, I own a castle. Hi, my name's Brandon, I went to school in Hollywood for film. I own a castle. That's like 3 fun facts
Hey,
about me.
David, you going to eat your banya cauda?
Oh, yeah. Maybe you can have it.
Why don't you want it? It's delicious.
He won't eat it because he hates anchovies.
Shirley knows all about him.
Really? That's why? That's so cute.
I mean, it smells so raw. And hey, don't call me cute, okay? Cool would be fine. Jeez.
David
Brandon is laughing too?
David getting assaulted by the women on all sides, like my poor boy.
'Cause it's cute, right, Shirley?
If we're talking cute, I think that would be you, Missy.
I'm glad that nobody ever found out that she had a crush on David.
Pardon me. You can have the rest of it.
You barely ate!
You won't be having any more?
No.
Gosh, Mr. Keith never smiles. What's got him in a tizzy?
He's always that way.
What is he, a robot?
You know what I'm gonna say.
A robot detective? So he's Ow!
Don't be rude.
David is on a leash, guys. He's on a leash.
Ah, RoboCop. I remember going to see that with my wife back in college.
He may be that way now, but he used to be very funny, you know. He was always making me laugh. I told him he should consider being a comedian.
Really? I don't believe it.
Believe it, baby.
A comedian or not, he's still the laughingstock of some magazines. You know about that, don't you, miss?
Lance is actually so out of pocket here. There was no reason to say that, bro. Like, please. Like, yeah, she doesn't even dignify that with a response. What do you even say to that?
Keith, jeez, man, why don't you answer your calls? I've been trying all day.
I don't like my phone.
What do you need?
What do you do with the profiling info for the investigation?
It's on your desk.
It's on your desk.
On your desk, you idiot.
What? It's not there. It's not. It's nowhere. It's completely and totally... Oh, there it is!
Eric, there is not a single thought going on in those beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Is that what you called 20 times over?
I called because you went on vacation without saying a word to me. Tell me before you hand this stuff over. I mean, why in the world would you take a vacation in a hellish time like this? And please, answer your calls. How many times do I have to tell you?
At least 100 times more.
Frankly, you should just clean up your desk. Hell, mine too. Papers are going to topple over. They'll start attracting flies.
Man, I don't wanna. You do it, Keith.
If you don't have it cleaned up once I'm back, I'll burn it all.
Oh, there he goes again. Quick to threaten, aren't we, Keithy?
Oh!
Sorry, I'll clean up.
The silence spoke volumes. He didn't even need to say anything, he just was quiet.
You better. So what's the situation over there?
Ah, well, you see... hey!
Hey, how's it going? Having a good trip?
Hand it back to Eric. I don't need you right now.
Harsh. You don't need Eric neither, alright? Now, just hang up and enjoy your trip.
At least tell me the situation over there.
No, you're on vacation.
Situation, eh? Got no obligation to tell anyone who's not on the crime scene.
Come on, Dick.
You gonna ignore your honey again?
Bro, I've been ignoring her.
You wanna try and investigate this over the phone? Boy, what's the point of giving you a vacation anyway?
I can sleep when I'm dead.
I'm just saying, don't stick your neck into this. Plus, Eric's always relied on you too much. Now's the time to whip him into shape.
They're not gonna whip this man into shape. He reminds me of Demix from Kingdom Hearts. Like, he is unwhip into shapeable. It's not possible.
Now, don't call again. Got it? I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
And the fact that I'm getting in trouble for calling, I didn't even call. Eric called me. What do you mean? 20 times all day. He's been calling me all day.
Now go to hell.
Bitch.
Same to you. So long.
Bro, no, they're not. Like, they're friends, but like, they are not friends. I love them. Okay. Alright, we are back. Helena's gone. She's probably back in the room.
So I said I wanted to see RoboCop, but my wife said she wanted to see Platoon. And we fought and fought. In the end, RoboCop won, but things were a bit stormy after that.
I know how that goes. Shirley and I never want to see the same movies. A lot of the time we come to the theater together, but then go our separate ways.
Y'all should be able to just do that, though. I see nothing wrong with that. It's like, you know.
That one piece looks really good on you. I'm glad I bought it for you.
It's so cute on her.
This one's my favorite. Since you picked it out, of course.
I love Shirley and Sophie because like Shirley's not old enough to be like Sophie's mom, obviously, but like she feels that maternal role for her, like an older woman in her life to kind of like, you know.
Well, did you take some good pictures?
Yeah, they're decent. You'll show us more tomorrow, yeah? Is there anywhere that's off limits?
I haven't really asked Brendan about that. I'll check with him tomorrow.
Take me the off limit places. One last cup. Of course I'm going to speak to everyone. What's the point if you're not speaking to everyone? Oh wait, is this not my room? Oh, it's not. I like the fact that Shirley also kept her last name. That's very in character for her, I feel like.
Keith, you took your call?
Why are you crying, baby girl?
Yeah.
Sorry for going back without you. I wanted to take a shower. I'm going to bed now. Good night.
Why were you crying?
Sit down. I want to talk for a bit.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to tell you this once we got back from this trip, but it's too hard for me. We're at a very important crossroads, a kind of D-Day.
D-Day?
For a decision, I guess, or divorce. I've been thinking about it for a long time, but I couldn't say it.
You want a divorce? Do you hate me?
No, that's not it. No, I couldn't hate you.
I've literally played this game so much and I'm literally like tearing up because it's like, no, baby, like she doesn't hate you. It's just like you've kind of been ignoring her. You've kind of been ignoring her.
It's not that. It's not you. It's a problem with me.
With you?
I'm going to bed. We'll finish this conversation when we get home.
What a cock tease of a conversation. How am I supposed to enjoy the rest of this vacay? They're so
Good
sweet,
night.
though.
I love you.
Like,
I told you, if I can just get some juicy tidbits, sales will shoot up for you, my man. Sheesh, didn't I tell you? I can't take photos of people. You can keep your money if you want pics of that rude-ass detective.
Keith
Oh,
is, or
his
Keith,
girl's
yeah.
all right. Oh, yeah, she's a good one. Gotta wonder why she's with a snooze fest like him.
First of all, rude, but second of all, Keith is literally like a local celebrity right now. Like, he's just so infamous.
Not a bad idea. I'd love to see him keep his cool even when his girl's taken.
We're going to tour the island tomorrow, right? I can't wait.
That's right, but you'd better get to bed soon so you can wake up tomorrow, yes?
What are you saying, Papa? You gotta enjoy both days and nights on vacation, right? We should talk lots.
Why, we already spoke with the others plenty today, and I'm sure they're all going to sleep now.
But I didn't talk to you much, Papa. Come on, let's talk.
That's my selfish little girl.
What if Papa's tired, though?
Hey, Papa? Was Mama a good person? Did you and Mama get along like David and Shirley?
Oh, absolutely. I've never met a person finer than your mother. You're starting to remind me of her yourself, though you'd need to be a bit more mature.
I don't know. Sophie's mom seemed to have the same sense of humor when she was telling little baby Sophie about the Sandman. Like the Sandman eating children's eyes when she was a kid. Like, please.
So I can't be childish, huh?
Now, Sophie, you can be whatever you want to be. No matter what, you're a precious family to me, a true treasure, and your mother as well, of course.
Got a text from Paul. Bring back souvenirs, you ass. What's wrong?
Bring Paul back some chili dogs.
Doesn't Helena remind you of your mother?
Maybe so. There's kind of that air about her now that you mention it. But what's this all of a sudden?
Never mind, I just had a thought.
You don't look so good. Did something happen?
Like, in what way, though? Because, like, I guess, like, the parallels of divorce kind of thing. Because, like, David's mom's dad walked out on them when David was, like, 13 or something.
Well, I've never been on a trip like this before. I don't know how I should act. It's different from traveling with friends, isn't it?
Hey, just enjoy yourself. You won't have any fun worrying over everything. We'll make some great memories.
I was gonna say, but, like, you know most of the people. Like, there's only 7 of them, and, like, she knows, David, Sophie, and Richard.
What about your memories with me?
We could always use more.
I wonder how many more we need.
Why don't we start now?
Oh, look at the time. Better get to sleep.
Hey, what about making memories?
Hey, David! Stop it! I'm ticklish!
Bro, what a hater.
Give me a break. Like, that's gonna be a fond memory.
They're so cute, though.
Good night. Enjoy yourself tomorrow.
Night.
Those are my pookies. Keith is just a chimney today. Lighten him up.
Somebody put a stop to that asshole's calls. Where's my phone?
Oh shit, and he had that on him when he went to sleep. But also that means he's hearing the ringing.
Helena?
All the rooms are empty. All the rooms are empty and now the horror game begins. Alright. I wonder if I can... No, these are all closed. Okay. Landscape painting. I'm struggling to climb up those stairs. Goddamn. Yes, rave. The boogie was here.
So sorry to disturb your slumber, detective.
And here comes the main event.
But you know it'd be a waste to sleep on such a wondrous night. Ah, it really is a great set, don't you agree? All it needs is me standing on stage and then perfection.
Then get up there.
Well, get up there then.
How do you do, detective? I am... Excuse me. How do you do, detective? I am the Boogie Man, the organizer of this marvelous game soon to begin.
Game?
Yes, a very special game for the night of a very joyous trip.
I don't know what it is about the boogeyman that scares me less. But, like, I think it's because, like the Crooked Man, like, just had that terrifying aura because of, like, how he looked, but also, like, the fact that he was, like, chasing and, like, the implication of, like, everything. And, like, the fact that you couldn't communicate with him, like, you just knew that he wanted to kill you. And then, like, with the Sandman, it was, like, Sophie was scared of him. And then also, like, he had the same thing where it was, like, the miscommunication thing. And I feel like with the Boogeyman, Keith is obviously, like, not scared at all. And then, like, he's talking to us, so he just seems more, like, human to me and less, like, ancient deity that is very spooky and going to kill me.
Oh, pardon me. Let me consult my cheat sheet.
You do that, King.
Now, let's see here. You're the player and must chase the boogeyman. If you catch him, you win, and that's the happy ending. If you don't catch him, you lose, and what awful bad ending may await you then? So, what do you think of that? You look pretty fast, Mr. Detective, so you might catch me real quick. That'd be pretty boring now, wouldn't it?
Would it be?
Ooh, I know. How's this for an idea? How about I kill everyone but you, and you have to stop me?
That sounds a little bit spicier.
Is this stupid prank part of the tour? Halloween's not in a while, you know.
Stupid? How dare! You'll see. Oh, you'll see. It'll be the best game you ever did see. Let me guess. Are you nervous? Worry not. I've even prepared a tutorial for you. And now we're about to have the opening cutscene.
He's such a gamer, first off, but second off that last line, the you'll see, the I'll see, it'll be the best game they ever did see. I say that all the time and nobody ever understands the reference, but I do. I say it in the exact same way he says it too. And it's literally just for me because nobody ever gets it, but it's just like one of my favorite quotes from this game.
Tell me, detective, are you familiar with the Boogeyman? All the evil and sadness in this world can be blamed on the Boogie. He's always watching from inside your closet. The Boogeyman is the king of evil and terror. Meanwhile, you're a detective, allied to the weak citizens, and because it's you versus me, a simple game this may be, but it's also a battle of good and evil. Such a holy battle needs a spectacular opening, yes? Indeed, sacrificial blood must spill.
That's not good.
Brendan, let him down. This joke is going too far.
Joke? What a laugh. I'm always deadly serious. Shouldn't you know from experience? People who do things to make you think the words, "they've gotta be joking," are usually very serious. And they're just messed up in here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that picture,
then,
little man.
The blood of this homely boy should add some nice color to our game. Oh yes, this'll be quite a night. Yeehaw! Now the game begins, Detective. Catch me if you can, before more of that lovely blood stains the castle floors.
Well. Alright. First person. Witness Brendan's murder in the Great Hall. Yeah, I witnessed it, alright. Okay, let's go. Let's go save the next person. Oh, these guys are all dead. I wanted to check the study, actually. I wanted to see if I could look at that book again, or if it was gone. Oh, no, it's open. No, but it won't let me re-examine it. Hurry up, detective. Bruises on the back of his head. Kitchen knife stuck in his head. Keel is clotted with something. There's a note on the door. Did you already open that red wine I prepared? Well, if you mean the wine opener that you stuck in this dude's head, I had to wait until I read it first before I could do that. Gross. Oh, imagine dying because somebody screwed a corkscrew into your head. Like, that would hurt so fucking bad. Oh, it's actually disgusting. Alright, in we go.
Lights. Turn on the lights.
Stevie, are you there?
Turn on the lights.
Can hear Stevie saying turn on the lights but can't see anything. It's dangerous to go in blind. So there must be a breaker somewhere. Probably in this last room that I didn't look in yet. Breaker up on the wall. Is there anything in here? Toolbox. Wrench hammer. Sick. Up we get. Alright. Surprised this place has electricity, but I guess it all like got reworked. If Brennan grew up here, it would have been had like modern stuff. It's got like kitchen stuff, obviously, so. Alright. I told you to hurry.
Turn on the lights.
Oh no. Arms and legs are bound to the chair and there's a large gash on his back.
Turn on the lights. Repeat. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. That's the way, Stevie. You're a real great tour guide. Now keep repeating. You have to finish your job if you want to go back to your wife in Connecticut.
That shit's fucked up.
Oops. Someone's eavesdropping on our conversation. Detective, you took your time, didn't you?
I was quick as hell. What do you mean?
You did this?
Thought I told you. I prepared a tutorial. Now you should have a real good grasp of the way this game goes. In short, you go too slow, the others end up like this, too. Stevie did such a good job, showed you just what you needed to do.
Did you kill those servants too?
Oh, they're just for show. Making it look good helped spice the game up. I'll let you off the hook there, since they kicked it while you were still snoozing away. So what do you think? Gotten you a little more motivated, Detective? Or maybe I'm making you quiver in your boots.
I feel so bad for Stevie because, like, bro, literally he's just working his day job, dog. Like,
Where'd you take the others?
It'd be no fun and games if I told you that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot to get done. Good luck, Detective, 'cause for you nothing could be a bigger disgrace than failing to save someone you could have, right? Turn on the lights.
Stevie, stop. That's enough.
he lost so much blood. There's no way I could do anything for him.
It's cold.
It's alright. It'll get better soon.
Poor baby. He's not breathing anymore. There's a large gash on his back and traces of something injected into his arm. No wonder he's cold. He was probably drugged. Poor guy. Actually, how? 55 minutes? Yeah, okay. On that note, I'm gonna end this episode here. And then I know I just saved. I have, like, the fucking saving, like, anxiety where I'm like, did I save? But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one where we will continue on, and hopefully the next person we find we save and they don't die. Yeah.